What?
You see my doc? It's fucking insane.
Dude, I'm actually pro with this matchup, so
Yeah, I have a lot of doc experience.
yeah, actually I do.
Actually, I feel like your playstyle is good against doc.
One of my good friends from college, Doc.
Oh, I see.
He wasn't like he was like definitely competitive. Like he went even with me for a while. He didn't compete too much, but he was just naturally really.
Gotcha.
But I just like kind of learned how to just like. I mean, I'm not like amazing at the matchup, but like I kind of know what it is.
Ooh, no, wow, that's crazy. Fuck. No! No, he did it. Oh, man. No. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. Fuck.
Now you can hang it up.
No, like I got a life limits. I got the life limit. Oh my god, this fucking spacing. God damn. Boxers aren't supposed to know the matchup. God. Oh, Jesus. Fuck. I got this, I got this. I just need a little warm up. A little warm up. Yes, yes.
Yeah, pills are really annoying.
Those are so good. All projectiles are good. Fuck. Oh, I don't have it again, right? Fuck. Okay. No. Damn it. No. Should been it. I was trying to wait till you like came back a bit so I could grab. No, it's too late. Oh my god, so brave. Oh my god, the worst. Okay, that's close. Damn it. That was a bad joke though.
Oh.
Let's go. Wow. Okay.
What?
Got him with the cheese.
Why did that send me backwards?
That's what it does. That's the angle it does.
That's so weird. What?
Let's go. You're not dead? Oh my god. Dr. Mario sucks so bad. Oh. Oh my god, little stubby arms. Jesus. Fuck. No. No. Yes. Ooh, X.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, ooh, jeez. No! No! Alright, it's okay. Good. Oh my god, what do I do? Get full hop.
Already start box.
Yeah. Oh, the option coverage. Let's go.
Okay, short little midget.
Yeah. Damn.
Fucking smaller than a fox.
Fuck. Alright, fuck this character.
Oh, I actually
That's
wanted
my
to
real
show you
character.
something. So did you know that when Mario and Doc are, or actually I don't know if it's Doc too, but definitely Luigi, when they're above 100, actually let me just show you. It's the stupidest thing ever.
What?
Just get me to like 100%. Okay. Listen.
The sound is so off.
Yeah.
Wait, I never realized that.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know
pretty
if it's
funny.
for Doc too, but it's definitely. I found
You
this
know
out
what?
a couple days ago. It's.
I feel like I subconsciously realized that. Cause it wasn't that bizarre to me when I heard it, but I never internalized it. Oh, the neutral, oh my god. Oh. Oops. Oops. No. No.
No.
Yes. Phew. But actually, the dash attack thing shouldn't work. If you smash Jay up, you should be able to side B.
Or air dodge, right?
Yeah, or air dodge, exactly. If you're paying attention. Got him. No. No. Ooh, where are you going? Yes. Oh no. 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 The instant karma. No, I got my jump. Oh my. What? I got it. No, I was supposed to win. Yes. So technical. No. Oh my god, that's not shy.
Definitely.
Oh. Sweater.
Versus Fox. Ready? Go!
Rip jump.
Oh.
Alright. Oh my god. No. No, what's so brave? No. Wow. Why did I drill? No. Uh. No way. Oh my.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Fuck Fox. Bad character. Can't finish his food. This is a real character. Ooh. That was clean. No, that's the worst side B. Oh, I have jump. Okay. This didn't matter.
Too fast.
Oh my god, how do I do a full hop? I don't understand. Just start mashing air dodge.
Versus Falco. Ready? Go!
What? Big combo. Oh my. Nice.
Versus Falco. Ready? Go!
What's happening? What's happening?
Versus Falco. Ready? Go!
Wow, really?
Outplayed.
Actually, though. Oh. Nice. Nice! Alright. We take freebies here. Oh.
Choose your character. Versus Captain Falco. Ready? Go!
Sorry, hold on.
Falcon punch! 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 Falcon punch. 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 Falcon.
Versus Captain Falcon. Ready? Go!
Why did I get up? Okay, alright, hold on. Okay. All good. Oh, okay.
Versus Captain Falcon.
Rude. I'll remember this. Nice. Oh wow. That was spooky. Yes! Yes!
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, fuck yes! Because where's the chair? It's like my favorite pop of all time. No, thank you. No.
Taking this.
No. 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 My Falcon control is so bad. What am I doing? God damn it. There's so many chances to kill you.
You got the read twice, but you...
Yeah, I know. I just can't control Falcon at all.
Yeah.
Thank God. What? Oh my God, I got rollbacked. Living.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. Johnny stock, let's go. Come on, baby. It's for the record books. No! No. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. Okay. I'm living. Okay.
Oh fuck.
Was he?
Versus Captain Falcon. Go!
No.
Falcon.
Yes, yes, yes.
Versus Captain Falcon.
No. Fuck. Damn it.
Yes.
Fuck. Hmm. Oh no. Oh no.
Versus Captain Falcon.
Actually, let's
Falcon. Versus Captain Falcon.
turn on the AC.
Can't kill me if I kill myself.
You got me there.
Fuck. Ooh, that was sick. That went wrong like 6 different ways. Come on, free combo starter. Oh man, that smash guy. Holy shit, I'm wizzy. Oh. Oh.
Versus Captain Falcon. Ready? Go!
No.
Hated camera tricks.
What's that?
That's the
Yeah,
word.
right, actually. Couldn't see jack shit. Stop taking in! I'm in place! God. I heard you say you were gonna stop and I was like, okay, got him. He never did. That's metagaming, that's cheating.
Imagine doing that in a set. Like, saying like, oh god.
Dude, I would do
stop
that.
taking your place.
Dude, if they're listening to you, that's their fault.
Some H-box crime.
Whew.
Mark versus
Oh no. Oh my god. That's good.
Yeah, it was
Nice.
sad.
Nice.
Nope. Oh.
I was thinking about a new not a new concept, but like a name for a concept that I think is like pretty important that I've been experimenting with, like cleaning up in my own gameplay.
Yeah.
And like I was thinking about this from coding. You know what code debt is, right?
Code what?
Code debt. Like you write shoddy code and like it might work at the time, but like when you go back and refactor it,
Yeah.
it works right. Like maybe you don't know the name, but I'm sure you know the concept.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about like positional debt and melee, where like something is like it's like you want to get in the ground, for example, but like you take the shortcut and you want to get to the nearest place in the ground, like platform or something, but then you're stuck on platform, which is also bad. So you're kind of paying for something that was like a patch fix for an issue that you had. The thing happens a lot.
Yeah, I guess like it makes sense. I'm not sure. I guess I haven't really identified that in my gameplay, or like I haven't really noticed examples of it. Like I couldn't think of.
The most common example that I can think of for spacies that everyone does is like on FD, for example, where you jump in corner and if someone is sharking underneath, so you double jump
Okay. Yeah.
to make sure you don't get dash tanks grabbed underneath. But then the issue is like, oh, okay, so now I'm still in the air, but now I have no double jump. So same exact principle. So like in terms of like viable, like why it's important is like you should be thinking about like why did I jump in the first place? Because like there's no good answer after that point.
Well, I mean, you're covering what you think the most immediate threat is, which is getting sharks. And
Yeah, no,
the
that's
alternative is that you don't jump and then you risk getting hit. But I mean, I feel like if you're in a sufficiently bad situation to begin with, like your opponent should be able to cover most things. It's just a question of choosing which option, or like.
see
Like
that's the fallacy.
sometimes
I
you
think.
want to jump, sometimes you don't, right? Like that's where mix-ups come into play.
That's the fallacy though, right? Because good players will like more often than not, like with a weighted distribution, they'll wait to see a jump, right? Because even if you don't jump, then they're still okay if they stay grounded. But the problem is that I think mid-level players, including myself, like consider all those options equal, quote unquote, because like you said, it's a mix-up in some ways. If they do commit to like an immediate grounded actionable.
But I think a lot of situations you can cover both. Like you can cover like Fox with like just like a short hop can cover the initial jump, and then if you jump, he's in a perfect situation to cover your double jump.
But that doesn't cover roll. So I think the issue is like people jump because they're like, oh, this is like safe and it's like weighted okay for me.
Yeah.
But I think the problem people don't like consider that the patchwork, the solutioning they'll have to do once they're in the air is like equally bad.
Yeah.
But good players will oftentimes just wait for you to jump, more often than not, I'd say. And so it's like you should actually be jumping less often than you think, even though it's fixing the solution of, oh, I definitely can't get hit by him like short up naring at me for the
Yeah.
Like, it might fix the immediate threat.
Sometimes is like you fake the jump.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like where like you do like something Mango does is like if you're in the corner, like you jump and then immediately like fast fall land and then like yeah. I mean,
Yeah, if you're good at mixing up your timings, then it's okay. I'm just thinking like the majority of the time, like you can actually just stay grounded in the corner and like react to what they're doing. Like it's really no different than playing neutral anywhere else, besides the fact that you can't step back, which is sort of a big deal. But that also means that they can't overshoot you.
Well, so yeah, so when I started to think about it, one situation that I think kind of, I don't know if like it's necessarily so like a lot of times spacies, if they're in the corner, they'll like retreat to ledge, which like can be good, but can also like you get invincibility and whatever, but you're also giving your opponent like a free ledge situation that they can potentially of. I feel like if you're, yeah, it's like it's not necessarily a bad thing to go to ledge, but it can be.
I feel like I know what you're saying. I think that's not the same as jumping, because with ledge, like say you're in the corner, right, and you're like uncomfortable because she might forward tilt you, so you like wave dash back and grab ledge again. Like at worst, you're in the same spot you were before because you can come back with invincibility.
Yes, but
Oh, not Fox.
it
Why did I do
also
that?
gives. I mean, if you're, I guess it depends like how comfortable you are getting off of ledge and like mix ups off of ledge, because
Yeah.
Even if
That's-
at worst you're in the same situation, you do give your opponent like, okay, so like if you're against like a Sheik, since you retreat to ledge, Sheik has a second to like get needles, and then she can like basically react to your option from ledge.
Yeah.
It's
that's
I mean
true.
it's not necessarily a worse situation, but like you're kind of
Like I'm thinking like, would I rather be at ledge on Yoshi's, for example, or would I rather be on like the corner, like right here?
yeah.
I feel like I would rather be here more often. Because with invincibility, you can go top flat. You can go with like you can go all the way center with invincibility. Whereas even with
Yeah,
no
I
invul,
think-
like
I think it
you're
depends a lot on
really
the
stuck.
matchup and like different characters
Yeah, for
might
sure.
prefer one or the other. Like maybe like a Sheik, because they might say like, okay, like if I go to ledge, I can Chino stall. I can kind of like,
Yeah, that's true. That's why I go to ledge a lot because like generally with Sheik, like you're okay being ledge like indefinitely, because there's really not much they can do to force you off of it if you're paying attention. Unless
right,
you're Fox,
but
then
you
can
do.
force
I
them
mean,
off.
presumably you do have to come up eventually, and I like
Big presumption, Joe.
like Sheik's ledge options are obviously a lot worse than Fox's, so in that matchup maybe it's. It also depends, right? So like if I'm like here and you choose to go to ledge, like that's like probably worse than staying on the
Yeah.
on the stage.
Yeah, but if you're Fox, for example, like right here, like I'm okay doing this because I'm literally like if you're standing here with no invul, the moment Sheik gets ledge, Fox actually has to stand back to over here if she can glint ledge dash. Because with Sheik you can do this, and you can cover all the way up to here. So with no invul, right, Fox can just bear and force. But if Sheik goes here, it's a little counterintuitive because Fox actually has to respect more and come back over here, with Sheik going backwards.
Yeah, I mean, my impression is that most characters, like even, I don't know, like even though Sheik has like an invulnerable F tilt, I mean, it's still a pretty bad situation. Because I mean,
It's honestly not that bad. It's bad, but it's not uncomfortable for most Sheik that are good.
okay, that's fair.
It's one of the things that comes with playing Sheik a lot. You just get used to being in shitty spots all the time. And the ledge is like one of the not so bad ones, actually. But they're gonna counter for sure.
Yeah, and I mind gamed you and didn't counter because I knew that you were gonna think that works.
Yeah, then you should have forward smashed.
True.
That's the thing. I think a lot of people, like, the other mid-level problem that I see a lot of, myself included, is, like, you, like, know how to bait things, but you're not
don't
looking...
properly-
It's a thing, yeah, it's a thing we talked about, right? Was it you I talked about this with? The Japanese thing
Yeah.
with Toph? Yeah. Where you don't anticipate. You just kind of react.
Or it's like you know to react, but you don't know how to react.
Yeah. The classic. Get off my ledge. Oh, that's almost so big brain. Holy shit, that's almost like a giga brain.
Fair enough.
I have too many tricks. Can't stop me.
Is that a trick? Double jump,
Yeah, of course
falling
it is.
fair.
Yeah, it's actually not bad because it goes longer than you expect. It's really bad, but it's a trick.
It's bad. Yes. Jeez.
Aw. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like when I'm here, like with no invul, you can stand here. But once like I'm here, like my ledge dash is good enough, where you have to stand really far back.
But it's even. But
But what,
I
Joe?
still have the high ground.
I mean that's true, but like
Versus like
The
if
thing
you
is-
were already.
okay, here's the way I see it, right? So like if I'm here and you only have to stand here, I'd have no space to dash back and play with, right? But if I at least force you to go back, like now I'm here and you're here, and I can at least dash back a little bit and play with the space. Like just a little bit of real estate that you're forcing your opponent to give you by going ledge is like really, really useful.
Yeah, I think if ideally you can use the space properly, then yeah, I would agree. I think it's easier said than done. To the point where like maybe you'll SD if you go to the ledge. Like that's something to consider. Like even if you SD even like 5% of the time, that's still a lot to like give up. Like you definitely have to be super confident in your level.
Yeah. Are you not?
I have my off like good days and bad days.
Gotcha.
Like the other day, I was playing with Jason for a while, and I was getting like really crisp wave dash and around up tilts.
Yeah.
But like today, I don't feel like my ledge dashes. I mean, I also didn't like come up for a ton before playing, but yeah, I don't know. I think it really depends. Like
It does.
I
But
feel like
that's
often
thing is,
I'll,
do you take that into account though? Like, say you have a good option, but you're like, oh, I'm scared I'm gonna SD, so I'm not gonna do it. But like, objectively, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to. Like, do you weigh that? Like, I don't think you should personally.
I definitely
Unless it's
think
like
you should
egregiously
tailor your
bad.
playstyle to your execution, like on a given
I
day.
think you should weigh the possibility of SD in an actual tournament set. But like in friendlies. I mean, it also depends if you like paid money or if you care that much about it.
Yeah. I think you should just like, if you're not gonna place in the money anyways, I feel like you should always just try things that are the right thing to do.
I disagree.
Unless they're egregiously difficult, like ledge dashing, you should basically always not be scared to do. Like what happens when you finally get to a big tournament and like it's a big match against a good player and like what are you gonna do? Just like not ledge dash?
I mean,
I mean, yes.
yeah, maybe. Like, I definitely think you need to take into account whether you're playing your A game, your B game, or your C game, and play accordingly. Like, if you know you're just not executing your up throw uppers on puff, like, I mean, like, okay, it depends. Like, if you're just getting constantly reversaled, like, you should adapt and do something different. If you're constantly SDing when you go to ledge dash, maybe today's like not the day that. Maybe you go for like the, like you. So like this. So this is why I want to learn ledge dashing with back in addition. So like I right now I ledge dash with down is like my default, but I feel like I want to learn to ledge dash with back. So like if I'm on a given day not super comfortable doing the like down ledge dash, or if I don't need to go for the max ledge dash, I can just do back.
Look at these ledge dashes. Oh my god, I'm so good.
Okay, awesome.
No, but I agree with what you're saying, Joe. I changed my mind. I think you should wait. Like, I do that too. I change characters if I'm not playing hot or I didn't warm up.
Yeah.
I'll play pop or something. I think, on principle, I would like to say that I try my best to... Ooh.
I mean, I think that's something to strive for, but I think while you're working there, there's no harm in, like, acknowledging that.
Being pragmatic. Yeah. Yeah, I love doing that. Dude, Fox is so tricky. He's like constantly exerting threat. It's so insane.
I wish playing Fox didn't destroy your hands.
I mean, it doesn't if you
Because-
hold your controller lightly and you just vibe. I don't know. Joe, do you have hand pain?
No, only in, like... If I go to, like, a major, maybe by the end of the weekend. It's usually not my wrist. It's usually, like, my thumb. Like, the tip of my thumb.
If anything.
But I also have, like, pretty small hands. I really don't have much of a problem with, like, gaming controller. Because, yeah, I think a lot of people that have a lot of trouble with gaming controllers have, like, bigger hands. And so they have to hold it, like, kind of awkwardly. But, I don't know.
Oh, speaking of code debt, or not code debt, positioning debt. I think a really common, like any FD stage, really, is like coming down with an aerial on any character. Like 9% good players would most of the time wait. Like, it's heavily weighted towards waiting because worst case you're still safe. And medium players always come down in aerial because they're most scared of the initial threat. Like, I think middle players have a hard time accepting that sometimes if you just choose to come down with no aerial, like maybe the easy level 1 option where they just hit you on the way down does work. But people
Yeah.
don't like accepting that, and they just want to like make the opponent's life as quote unquote difficult as possible by waiting like the maximum amount of time. But like that's if you do that too consistently, like a very bad thing. Like for example, and a very good option is like in Sheik Dittos or just Sheik against anyone. Like Sheiks always like to shield drop. If someone's below you, next to you, whatever you like, Sheiks almost always shield drop. And that's more heading toward the concept of like a bad habit, but it's still the same thing as being like, oh, this is like on paper the safest, most generic option that covers immediate, obvious threat from the opponent. Like sometimes it does require you to just like do this and like run away, as opposed to like coming down to back
Yeah,
here.
it's kind of like Yomi levels.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that's really weird about transitioning to other characters from Peach, because with Peach, you know, you just flow cancel something, right? You just throw it out, and then there's no penalty for doing it.
I wouldn't say that.
Why?
It's only no penalty if it hits the shield.
No, it's no penalty compared to just landing normally, is what I mean.
Yeah.
If you're already floating and you're going to go down, you might as well just hit an air and fast fall, is all I'm saying. It's the same landing lag.
Yeah, that's true.
Theoretically, there could be some like ECB extension that screws you over, but yeah,
I think on a subconscious level though, if you whiff something, like there's an expectation from your opponent. Again, this is Yomi level, but like if you come down the aerial and whiff it, people will try to whiff punish you. And as a Peach, you're like, oh, I have no landing, like I'll down smash.
Yeah,
so you're kind of setting.
So if you're looking to react to an aerial, which a lot of people are, and there's no aerial, it could like throw you off like a fraction of a second to the point where the person coming down now has the advantage. But I get what you're saying. Like generally, there's no penalty.
Yeah, Peach is an awkward character for that. Oh my god. Ban crouch canceling, Jesus. Easily my most hated thing in Melee.
People complain
Yes,
about crouch canceling, but I feel like it makes a lot of sense. Like in a
No.
fight, in a fight, early on in the fight, you can eat punches and like go for counter attacks.
I just kind of wish crouch canceling, like, some moves was guaranteed versus,
You play
some
Peach, Jack. What are you
like,
complaining
not
about?
guaranteed. What?
You play Peach. Why are you complaining about crouch canceling? I feel like
I
you
just
love
think
it
that
when
it's a
crouch canceling
little...
gets you.
I don't like how it's, so percentage dependent what moves you can crouch cancel, because it's just... That's a lot of game knowledge that I don't think is...
I mean, some moves
Like-
you don't need, like, some moves can't be crouch cancelled, right? Like, that's part of the...
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, maybe it's okay if you can't crouch cancel smash attacks. Or...
Yeah. I mean, you can hit someone straight up and they can't CC, right? That's a thing.
Yeah, so there, of course there
No.
are, like, moves you can't crouch cancel, but, like... I think it just fucks over new players a lot, and it's one of those things that's super esoteric, and you just have to, like, study matchup frame data to see what you can and can't crouch cancel.
I don't really think... I don't know, I don't think it's that hard. I mean, it's just... It's the same as knowing, like, when something will kill, right? Like, just knowing percents. And, like, you
I
don't
guess,
even
but
have to
it's
know
just-
that... You don't even have to know the percents. Like, I don't know what percent Fox's Nair
Yeah.
knocks Mark down, but I guess it's like 35 or 40-ish. If he's
Yeah,
crouch
I'm gonna agree with
canceling, maybe
you.
like 55.
I just
higher.
think it's a little awkward, and they could have maybe done it in a better way.
Memorizing frame data is just part of the game, though. And then, like if that's how you want to improve and like get an edge on your opponent, like that's part of fighting games.
Yeah, you don't have to
As
like,
esoteric as
take
it
that
is.
approach.
Yeah, you can still win without knowing it, but like if you don't want to put in the work in that capacity, in that way, like that's just how the game's designed.
Yeah,
you can't
I
be
feel
like I can't just I want to study things that I want to study,
It
and like
adds
have
a
no
level of
disadvantages.
depth that I
It's
think-
beyond just like, oh, I'm like smarter. Like if someone wants to be a studious workhorse and like learn those things, like they should be rewarded for it. And it's sort of not the game designer's fault if you don't like that aspect of study, which is totally valid, by the way. because I'm not a frame data nerd either. No.
Yeah, I just think the way that's implemented is unintuitive, and if you thought about it a little more, maybe you could find something that's a little,
Well, when you say unintuitive, what do you mean?
just like every character has different weights that they can crouch cancel different move that, or different weights, so they crouch cancel moves at different
I
percents.
feel like that's very intuitive
like-
because like bigger, like in boxing, bigger guys can beat hits from smaller people more easily. than
Yes,
smaller
but
guys
weights
can.
aren't intuitive in this game.
That's
I
true.
think they very much are. I think the physics engine in this is like the most accurate physics engine of any fighting game.
Isn't Samus and Peach the same weight or some shit?
She's a fucking robot.
Like, I think so. Yeah, but what I'm saying is like Bowser is like lighter than Samus, I think.
That's
If I'm
true.
remembering correctly. It's just a lot of examples where things where it's not clear.
I mean, luckily for you, you don't have to memorize 26. You have to memorize like 8 total.
Yeah, and honestly, I think that's part of. I mean, like, compared to a game like Smash 4 Ultimate, the fact that there are many fewer viable characters, I feel
That's a
like
good thing.
it's good for the competitive scene. Yeah, I think that, not to say that Melee would be like less successful as a competitive game if it weren't, but I think it definitely makes it easier for people to learn. Because you don't have to worry about like, yeah, like you have to worry about like a young Link or like a Luigi every once in a while, but for the most part, that's not something that you have to.
I feel like even that's kind of fun too. It's like oh like in tournament, like there's a guy that like playing a worse character, but he's rewarded in some other capacity, right?
Yeah.
If you didn't study for it.
Counterpoint,
and
I
so,
fucking
like-
hate playing against Link. Link in particular.
It's also the case where, like, a lot of the worst characters are like, they're very exploitable in very predictable ways, to the point where like you don't need to know all the low tier matchups. You just kind of have to have a good fundamental understanding of like what makes your character better and what makes them bad, in terms of like either like frame data.
Yeah,
or
you can get quite far with
like,
with just intuitive understanding of like what makes your character good and what you want to look for.
Yeah, but I mean, low tier
You
characters are low tier.
can succeed without knowing percents.
Low tier characters are low tier in this game for different reasons. Like, the reason the Game & Watch is low tier is just because he's too light and his shield doesn't work. And like, some
But
characters
knowing-
have a lot
but-
more trouble punishing that.
But so that's like a very, so both of those things are common amongst certain low tiers, and so if like if you can identify, okay, like I know Pichu Super Light has a bad shield, like Mario
Honestly, I
Super
think,
Light has
like-
a bad
No,
shield.
but when I say
Same-
Game &
same
Watch's shield doesn't
principles.
work, it doesn't physically work. It doesn't cover his body.
But like why like that's a disadvantage that you can adapt to and
But
visually see.
But that's something that comes up in a lot of matchups. Like Mart's shield also is like, can I just kill herself?
Yeah, she did.
um,
What's new?
Like, I'm just saying that, so, like, there's a lot of similarities across the cast in terms of, like, both, like, move types, right? So, like, sex kicks are just, like, a common move, like, archetype that occurs across characters. Same with, like, core shield and, like, being super light and, like, not having good throws and, like, if a character doesn't have good throws, you don't have to respect their grabs as much. And it's identifying those things, those patterns that...
It's just how fighting games are too. Like you're gonna have to learn character knowledge and like you think it's like intuitive like with like Honda or like Hakan in Street Fighter 4. Like there's like specific hitbox manipulations for like extended.
Yeah,
combos
but
and
I
stuff,
hate
like-
playing against Honda and Akon in Street
Okay,
Fighter
I mean,
4.
okay, that's okay. So this is just coming down to personal choice. That's all.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all personal choice. I just think that some systems could be a little more universal, and I'd like the resulting game more.
I mean, yeah. Again, that's personal because I like the variety. I like that you have to like learn matchups and like there's like knowledge that you don't know about the game. And if someone comes to the table, like I studied this matchup and I know that young Link, like if he nairs and nairs again, like she can't shield grab, for example, then like he should be rewarded for doing that extra study.
I mean, that's one thing, but it's like part of the problem is that there are so few actual low tier mains that they get all of the matchup practice that they want, and you do
But
not get the opportunity to play a good low tier.
It's almost like counterbalance though, because because like yeah, okay, you need to learn the cheese of certain
Yeah,
matches,
but
the
you're playing
characters
Peach
are
against
so bad
Pikachu,
that
exactly.
You should be able to exploit them by
Yes, but
identifying
some of the
those
low tiers
patterns.
actually have pretty good matchups against specific high tiers. Like Link versus Peach is actually even or
But you're just
favored
acting
for
like
Link.
okay, but like
I
that's because you
absolutely do
haven't.
not believe that Peach Link is.
And,
No,
but even
it's
if that's
skewed.
okay, but even if that's the case, like you can still find young Link players. You have net play now. Like if you want to go study that matchup and you're concerned about it, like
Specifically Link players, not Young Link. Young Link is terrible against Peach.
And then also,
Okay.
so like how bad that matchup is proportional to how often you meet Links in bracket, which is almost never.
yeah, exactly. And like
So
if you want to
Yes,
study
but
it,
that's
no one will
my-
stop. No one is
that's
stopping you
my-
from finding someone that plays that character.
That's my point. There's like 3 Link players in a 300-mile radius of me.
But I feel
I can
like
play Link
this
against you.
exists in all games in some form. Like so, like in chess, if you face like a really weird opening that you've never seen before, you should be able to rely on your fundamentals. Like you don't like yeah, you can go out and study that really specific opening specifically, but
You
it's
can also
probably
watch
not worth your
VODs, like-
time. And you can yeah like sit with yourself.
You can watch VOD. There's plenty of ways to like learn and like adapt, right? Like, and if there's only 2 links in a 300-mile radius, you're talking about like the very minute case when you go to a major and you run into a link, which could happen. Well,
It
like
happened to me at fucking
Okay.
Gommel.
okay, well that's the case. So you know your bracket beforehand, right? So like, oh, I'm playing a link player.
Usually
No, I
it's
actually
after
thought I
you-
would play a Yoshi player, and I beat his Yoshi, and then I lost to his Link, just because
but, like,
I
that's
And
fucked
then
not
I'm
up.
sure
good.
after that you went and like studied the link matchup, or like presumably that's what people would do.
Yeah, right.
So
if you're
it's
at the
like-
major,
it's
you
like
still
you-
have 3 days to learn it.
You don't
I
worry
didn't-
about it until you see it, and then you use your experience.
How was I
through
supposed
it
to know this random Yoshi player had a Link
Okay,
secondary
so you
that he
lost.
kept in his
So yeah,
pocket?
you lost that one set. Okay, did you go and study the matchup afterwards and be like, hey, can we play friendly later?
No, because I don't like playing against Link.
Okay,
I
then
don't
that's,
find it
that's-
enjoyable.
Okay, but then
Maybe it's
okay,
because
so you don't.
you've never learned the matchup.
And also,
I
it's
don't
like,
think
like-
the
it's
character
like a-
should
it's like
exist.
a-
I don't think
it's
that
like a
that's an
catch-22.
unreasonable position to have.
that's a different issue entirely. We were talking about game balance and like why it's a bad decision. Now you're saying you don't like a character. That's both those things are fine, but don't veil one argument like the other argument.
I wasn't placing that argument. I was saying that some characters are just really idiosyncratic, and I don't think that the resulting game is improved for their inclusion.
They're not objectively
Like,
idiosyncratic though. Like it's your.
And again, we're still talking about opinions. Like I don't know why we're still arguing opinions. Like I like idiosyncratic characters.
And that's fine, but like,
Yeah, exactly. And your opinion is fine too. There's no argument to be had here. Like some people don't like wobbling, some people do like wobbling, right? It's just like a
Yeah, I
matter
think
of
it's just an inevitability of fighting games, and just like
yeah, right.
competitive
Like
games in
you
general.
cannot please everyone. And like, granted, like I bet Link Peach is not fun. I would imagine it's not because Peach is slow as fuck, and Peach it's just like gets projectiles thrown at her all day.
yep.
That being said, I think Peach still probably wins realistically.
It's surprisingly even. I'm sure that Peach wins, like,
But you're
if
allowed
they
to
both
dislike
have
it, even
equal
if it
amounts
wasn't
of
even,
matchup
and it was like
experience.
good for Peach. Like you can still dislike it.
Yeah, like Marths hate the Sheik matchup, even though Marth theoretically.
Yeah, but like,
Actually, more
But, like-
Sheiks hate the Marth matchup now because Marths are fucking stupid.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's one of the things I was just complaining about, is that because they're not played, because in general they lose most matchups, I still have almost no resources to actually get that matchup experience. Just studying VODs is not really
we
enough.
just talked about this. You lost the set and you didn't go like get experience from the guy that you lost to. You didn't ask
Yeah,
to
because
play.
he
It was
lives
the
in
major.
California, and
But
I
you're
have
at
like
the major. Why don't you ask him at the major?
150 ping to him. It's
There's
not a
also-
playable
there's
Why don't you
also
ask him
experience.
at the major that you just lost at?
What?
Why don't you ask him at the major? You just lost. Hey, like it's day 1 or like round 2 pools. Like, can we play
Because
friendly
it was
later?
an online tournament, Austin.
Okay, but even
It was
okay.
Gommel Online.
Okay,
And
you're
I was-
talking about a very. So you're saying I ran into an online player that I couldn't find. Okay, so like, if the ping is that bad, then like that's just a function of like the tournament like not having parameters, right? That's not the problem of like I can't find this character. Also, I know plenty of East Coast links, so that's kind of invalid.
Alright, name 12.
Name 12 links. I can't
Name
even name 12
links,
boxes.
Austin.
You don't need 12 though. You need 3. You need
one.
2.
I mean, you
Yeah, you need
theoretically
one.
you don't need any, right? Like,
No, you need 1 to actually like try and play against. You can't just like read a book and then like or like read a book on boxing and then learn to box.
I mean,
Yes!
not. fair comparison. I get what you're saying,
What?
but I do think that you can like theoretically watch
Thank you.
VODs and say like, okay, like these are some of
Sorry.
Link's cheesy options. This is how Armada beats Link, and just like keep that in mind. For like
The thing is,
obviously
like-
you're not
like-
gonna get to practice the execution very
No.
often.
The thing
but
is, watching Armada play any given matchup isn't particularly helpful because, like,
because like a lot of good players won't do things against Armada because they know he won't fall for them. But in a real situation, like Armada is going to like, in a real situation, like against like cheesy links or whatever, like they might do stuff that they would never do against Armada. Armada never sees in real tournament brackets because
That-
like
it's
there's so much going on behind the scenes.
yes and no. I feel like you can absolutely look at how Armada punishes Link, and you can look at how the Link punishes Armada.
Like like to a certain extent, you can. I'm not saying you can't learn nothing from watching VODs, but like it's not the same as practice with against an actual player.
Sure.
And again, back to Yak's point, like you can absolutely find a Link on the East Coast. Like you're just finding reasons to not learn the matchup.
yeah, because it sucks.
Yeah, that's fine, but you can't complain that the matchup is impossible to learn because it's your prerogative to not want to learn the matchup.
And if I feel like if it sucks that much, you should want to learn it so that it's not as frustrating.
Yeah, or learn a different character if you hate it that much. You
Yeah,
want to
but
be
the
that
thing
good
is
game.
also that time that I actively spend learning that matchup, I don't spend practicing the matchups that I actually run into regularly.
But again,
Okay, well that's a
counterbalance. We're like,
how much time you want to play put into the game, right? Like, you shouldn't have to spend that long to learn Link's tricks. Like, they're tricks. That's what they are. And like, if you have a fundamental understanding of how the character works, like, you shouldn't fall for the cheese. Like, the crux of your practice should be like against characters that have very good options against you, that you need to thread the needle to punish them. If Link has like some like stupid like DI or whatever that you need to like just know about, then that shouldn't require more than like a couple hours of practice to like understand, okay, if he down throws, I shouldn't DI in or something. Yeah, you just gotta find the good in games. You don't like Among Us, you don't like Melee anymore. You're an old soul.
Video games are bad. Shoutouts to the Jigglypuff who immediately got disconnected after I down smashed him with 4 stocks.
Yeah, I bet he's like, ah man, no Pichu will play this matchup, so I can't learn it, but it's not bad at all. I bet he thinks the same thing. Like, it's just a function of how, like, it's all mindset. Like, some of the things you're saying I think are valid, like, Link's probably unfun for Peach, but, like, again, that's like a personal choice. I use it. I don't want to win this matchup.
No, but seriously, I've never met a good Link in person that I wanted to play against. Like,
Okay.
to learn the matchup.
Again, that's a personal choice, right? Like, I don't know how else to say this. Like, you don't want to learn the matchup.
that doesn't mean that the existence of Link in the game is bad or that low tiers
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
are inherently unbalanced or. Like,
I just really, really hate the low tier option select, okay? Like, that is a personal opinion,
What's the
but I
option
don't...
like that you're just like,
So
oh, like
the
if I
option
lose, it's a low
select
tier.
is, if you win the game, you're sick because you won with Pichu. If you lose the game, well, I was playing
Good
Pichu,
players
so...
don't subscribe to that though. Only bad players subscribe to that mindset. Like only bad players be like, oh,
Thing
like
is, it's easy enough for me as a mid-tier player to lose to another mid-tier player
the fuck
who's
up.
playing, fucking
Peach is
game
not a
a lot,
mid-tier,
because
holy shit.
yeah, come on, you can't compare Peach to like Pikachu.
when I say mid-tier, I mean as in, like, player skill, not...
Oh, okay.
Like, me losing to a Game & Watch isn't that unusual, because, like, they have a lot of Peach experience, I have very little Game & Watch experience.
Like, I think
Yeah, I've met,
it's more
like,
just that
several...
they're probably a better player, right? Like,
Yeah, and like if the set's like 3 games, right? Like you should be able to adapt to the cheese. If he does like some cheesy like row mix-up, like you should learn from it in the course of the set.
Yes, but the thing is, they have,
No, my
100
boomerang.
times as much experience in the matchup as I do.
I don't
That's
know,
not
yeah,
enough time to...
Okay, but you're playing a better character. Like I don't know, you can frame it however you want, but like it's your choice to choose how to frame it. That's all. Like you can complain and be like, I lost because like not because he's better, but because he knows the matchup better. Like that, you can believe that, and it might be true in some capacity, but like it doesn't do anything for like I don't know.
it keeps you in like a local optimum, but like I feel like obviously you probably don't intend on trying to be like top 100 or anything, but if anyone were to try to like aim for that, then that mindset would
It would
No,
hold
but
them back a
that's-
lot, right?
That's the thing that I'm saying. There's a like Link and Game Watch. In fact, have a lot of different cheese things that work on Peach that are not obvious how to counter in the
but
immediate sense,
but
and
also
it's just annoying because you don't typically run into
What's,
a
what's
lot
an
of
example?
people.
Do you have an example?
All right, so Link, basically, if you do anything wrong on Link's shield, it pushes and try to down smash him. It pushes him away far enough that he can grab you before you recover. Like that's the counterplay to that is obvious. Don't down smash on shield.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you do that twice, he gets two free grab combos, which can kill at like 80%. And that's like a simple enough thing to do. Where like, oh, I thought that I
But that
that
doesn't sound like
I
that
fucked
doesn't
up
sound like a
my-
problem with the matchup though. Like it sounds like you totally understand what to not to do. And if you decide like you
Yes,
decide
but
that you're
the
gonna
thing-
down smash, like what's the problem?
Yes, but the thing is, like, you always never making a mistake and being like one frame off in
I
your.
don't think
But
it's fair to say you can never make a mistake against a mid-level Link
and
player.
that's
Come
also
on.
true of all matchups, right? Like that's not
Yeah.
just a Link thing.
Yeah, like if I fare against Fox, like then he's gonna like
Yes,
fucking.
but other characters don't get a free
It's not
get
free.
a
You
free
understand
grab
it.
combo.
Like you
That's
already
what I-
understand
it's-
that though. Lots of characters get free grab combos. I don't know what you're talking about.
They don't get free grab combos on a
But-
very common Peach shield.
Well, then
Shield
you shouldn't
pressure
down
option.
smash Link.
I mean,
think you can definitely
if
win
you
the
down
matchup
smash
without it.
anybody, you should be getting punished.
Yes,
Yeah.
but in the course of 2 games, it's not easy to change a habit you've built
Okay,
over
well now,
7
okay,
years.
so you learn now, okay? So now next time you play Link, you won't do it, right? So what's the problem? I don't
That's
understand
not
what
really
the issue
cheese
is.
as much as just normal matchup knowledge.
Yeah, right? I don't understand what's cheesy about that. And like you understand it now, and even if you didn't before, now you do.
It's cheese. It's not exactly cheese. It's just I didn't know that going into the matchup, and that sucks because I had to.
Okay,
Had to
so
play
I'm sorry that
like-
happened to you that one time, but now it won't happen anymore, right?
It's not that. It's something else, and it's all this bullshit with his Nair. It's just a lot of things that you have to remember from a relatively little experience. And he gets to optimize his shit against Peach because he gets as much Peach practice as he wants, presumably.
I mean,
I don't think Link has that many tricks. Like the Nair thing is like his Nair lasts longer. Like that's all there is to it. It's not that
He
tricky.
can have 4 projectiles out on screen at the same time if he wants. That's a lot.
4?
So-
What are the
so-
4?
He can have a bomb, it bounces off your shield, he throws his boomerang, he pulls another bomb, throws it, and then he shoots his arrow.
You can't do that all on the same stream at the same time. There's no
you
even
shouldn't
enough time
be
for
giving
that.
him that much freedom.
And like no, even besides that, Joe, like you can't have 4 projectiles. Like the timing does not work out for that.
I mean,
It does if you do some bullshit by bouncing the boomerang off the back while like throwing the bomb. It's really stupid.
Also, Arrow's terrible. Arrow is so bad.
I'm just saying, if you want 4 projectiles, you can have them.
But it's not good.
So,
So I don't know what the
I mean,
complaint
Just
Peach
is.
has-
because something's
literally
good
has
doesn't mean
turrets.
it's not hard
Peach
to
can
deal
have-
with often
Peach can
without
have
like
projectiles,
experience.
like-
Oh my gosh. Oh my, that's sick. Like the only issue you mentioned is like he has a Nair that lasts a long time, which is like okay, sure, and he's a zoner, which is an unfun to play against, which I also agree with. But like you understand how all the projectiles work. Like it's not like you haven't seen those things before. And it's still like a mid-level Link. I don't know. Like I don't think they're so good where they're gonna like 0 to death you off any mistake you make. Oh shit.
What was that?
I grabbed ledge and then I accidentally boomeranged.
I thought I. actually played a sick link sometime this last week. It was fuck.
Let's go. Was it me? Was I the sick link you're talking
had
about?
It was Folklore.
Versus Jigglypuff. Ready?
It was actually a lot of fun. He was actually really good. We like traded games quite a bit.
Versus Jigglypuff. Ready? Go!
Come on.
You're gonna regret taunting me.
Outplayed.
Well, dash attack. What the fuck? No. Oh yeah, dare dodge that. Just saying. No way.
No DI, bro. The classic no DI into no DI combo.
Let's go, Puff.
Versus Jigglypuff. Ready? Go!
No. No. Oh my god, why did I give you height? Fuck. Okay, you're dead. Right. You're so slow. I can't fall fast enough.
You know what game I wish was actually big?
What game?
You know what game
What
I wish
game?
was
PM? I
actually
don't
big?
know.
Yomi, the card game.
Oh, I played that with the Cade.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think.
it's a fun game.
It's okay.
I enjoy it.
It's like
It's
like
just
Halo
rock, paper,
Wars.
scissors. It's
Yeah.
rock, paper, scissors with set play.
I don't like games that are all mind and no like reaction or like some like ability to react and
You play chess.
Blitz.
that's different. Yeah, I play Blitz.
I think
Also,
it's like,
chess is
for
sick.
what
Don't
it
talk
is,
shit
I
about
think
chess.
it's a good.
I also don't play as much chess as I play Melee, so take that into account too. Joe, have you ever played chess before? We haven't played, have we?
Dude, we played like several times.
Have we? Oh, we have. Were they close? I forgot.
Yeah. I think
They
we're
were,
like
right, okay.
pretty similarly matched.
Okay. Wow. Why did I? Ugh. I tried to meme and I got punished for it. Ah. Damn it. Alright, Fox is so good at that now. I miss the good old days when you could just do anything you wanted and Fox would die. Got him. No way. Oh my god. Wow. I'm upset.
Now I'm upset. Oh my.
Don't sleep on this Luigi. It beats Smucker's Pikachu.
Why were you playing Smucker's
Oh,
Pikachu?
'cause- yeah. I saw the tweet. You played him on.
I tried him on unranked.
Yeah, Smuggers is like picking up Pikachu again.
Joe, do you know I used to be a Luigi main?
I did not.
I did. I was Luigi main first. My very first main.
Where did it all go wrong?
The first that I ever played in a tournament was
Hurt you
Luigi,
also.
actually. I was a different person. I was really bad back then. And now, but more bad back then.
We're all.
Yeah, we're all pretty bad.
Ah!
Got him. That sounded like a Legend of Zelda when like an NPC noise. Talk to the shopkeeper. Whoa! You guys missed the golden era when I was a Fox main and I actually enjoyed Melee.
Oh,
No, I meme. I still love Melee.
I like Melee except for all the parts I hate about it.
Yeah. Damn it. I tried to Giga Brain read you.
Tried to be
Got him.
slick.
I do think it's weird how there's like 4 characters who basically you can't meaningfully combo except with like very, very particular things. Just
talking
because
about?
they just fly too far away.
I mean, that's like Delsum, right? I mean, not really, I guess, but...
I mean, Dulcim, if you get in, you can
Yeah,
combo.
yeah,
The
that's
issue is
the thing,
just
not
he
really.
keeps you out, right? So he's just a zoner. But like,
I like
you know,
variety. I'm always a fan of variety within reason. Like, there should be a big variety, but in small pack, in a small pool.
yeah. I mean, obviously, if Melee was intended to be a competitive game at the start, I don't think that they would have designed like floaties as they did. You know?
Yeah.
But I'm not as extreme as Kata. I don't think they should be removed from the game.
You have a real reason for that? Like, just 'cause he doesn't like
He
them?
just he hates floaties.
Doesn't mean they should be removed from the game. I hate wobbling, but I don't think like.
He
You
just
hate
hates
wobbling?
floaties
You're a
and he
wobbling
wants them
hater?
removed from the game,
I'm not
and he's
even
willing to put
I'm not even, like-
$10,000.
I'm not even like super ban wobbling, but I mean, obviously I don't like it.
I feel like it must be a bit. No one hates floaties that much, do they? But
He
it
said
says-
that. I mean, he said in the chat he's seriously considering like budgeting $10,000 for a tournament with no floaties. And by floaties, he means anybody like except Peach, apparently, for some reason. I think it was just actually just top 8 on the tier list or something. But
It's like
I don't
a really
know.
bad idea.
It's so hard to tell when he's not being when it's not a bit with Kata.
It's true.
because the way he talks about like how much caffeine he drinks and all these like very serious sounding medical conditions, that also sounds like a bit, but apparently it's not.
Like if you lose to floaties and you like can't beat them, like that just means that you're not like a good well-rounded player. Like you don't adapt.
I mean, I think it's all too common that players tailor their playstyle to like high-octane spacey matchups, and then when they play floaties, they just don't know how to like slow down and think.
Yep, that's true.
Like, oh, this character can like crouch cancel and like I can't combo them super easily. Like, damn, I could.
People don't play melee to win. They play like they don't play to kill. They play to hit.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Which again, like, is totally fine. Like, I feel like a lot of players.
Yeah, you're allowed to play however
that's
you
their-
want, but
that's
don't
their
don't
playstyle.
complain that it's the game's problem. It's your problem.
I think that if you're going to take a game that was never designed to be competitive and you're going to shoehorn it into a competitive mold, it makes sense to start questioning things that are just basic design of game questions. Like, we used to use all the stages, but now we don't. Like, why is that? And the answer is because we thought that they weren't conducive to competition. So why is allowing all the characters not necessarily conducive to competition?
I think it's because none of the characters are oppressive.
There's nothing inherently wrong with any of the character designs. I mean, obviously that's.
There's nothing inherently wrong with a lot of the stages.
There's no RNG when you play another player. That's the thing.
Totally not true.
Yeah, that's not true too. Yeah, you're kind
Like,
of not.
certain stages are just super broken for certain characters, and like that's true of the legal stages to an extent, but it's limited, right? It's like it's.
For anyone that has that
very-
opinion, I always show them the set between Kage and was it Armada? You
No,
played it against the Peach.
it was Rock Croc and Pink Shinobi.
Yes, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What stage? It was. He just like times him out, or
Congo Jungle 64.
And he was
Yeah, and
playing
if it
Peach
weren't for
against,
those two random platforms up on the top, that stage would have been fine, but they
Yeah.
exist, so we can't use it anymore.
Yeah, yep, that's true. I'll try to flex. Damn, Luigi's so good.
And I'm not sure if I think wobbling should be banned, but I think it's valid to ask the question if we should allow it.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think it's invalid. I just like, to me, Melee will always just be a game. So like, if things that are entertaining to me, like I think they should be included.
Yeah, but it's also reasonable to say things that aren't entertaining, should they be discluded?
but
I think it's
but
entertaining.
It has to be like. It's obviously you need.
Yes, I think it has to qualify
sizable
on the category of no
percentage
counterplay.
But people who say there's no counter to wobbling are like, I feel like being disingenuous because
Yeah, there is.
there's
Of
no
course there is.
counterplay to like any like,
Yes,
like
but
guaranteed cheat.
again, the thing is, there's no, like, it was never intended to be in the game, so like or to be part of the competitive game, so like you have to ask yourself, where do we draw the line on what
Yeah,
should be
I
allowed
think
or
that's fine.
disallowed? Now again, I'm not necessarily of the opinion that we should ban characters, but I think that it's valid to ask the question.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Like they banned Meta Knight, and that was definitely the right choice. We're all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just it's to me clear that the answer to the question is that, like no, like none of the characters are really ban worthy. Like not being fun to play against is not, I think, a good reason to ban it.
Agreed.
That's so like that was I feel like one of the complaints
I
I've
think
had
that
during
not being
the-
fun to play against is actually the best reason to ban something. Like, because at the end of the day,
No,
we
I
have to
disagree with
play
that.
against something.
The best reason to ban someone is that they're just undisputedly like broken.
Broken and not counterplayable.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if they were broken and not counterplayable, they wouldn't be fun to play against.
I mean,
But if they were broken, just completely broken, but somehow a blast to play against, everybody wanted to get them in their bracket.
I
you
don't
wouldn't ban
think
them.
that's like a possible combination.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
hypothetical.
that's what I'm saying. That's not a possible combination, but if it somehow happened like that, people wouldn't be clamoring to ban them. They'd be... Somebody might, like, make a, you know...
But is it worth thinking about hypotheticals that can never happen?
Yeah, it's a hypothetical that can never happen, but I'm just putting it out there that really people want to ban it because it's not fun to play against.
Yeah, okay.
So,
So, like...
one of my complaints back like a couple of years ago when there's like the question of like should we ban puffs, should we ban ice climbers was like at the forefront. Like everyone wanted to ban ice climbers for different reasons. So like some people wanted to ban ice climbers because they weren't fun to play against. Some people wanted to ban them because they were
Alright, I gotta go.
Some people.
Where are you going?
Dinner.
Oh.
Some people
See
wanted
ya.
to ban them
It's
because
5 p.m.
wobbling was broken. Like,
Yeah. See ya.
Alright, see you, dude.
but yeah, basically everyone wanted to ban ice climbers for it felt like a different reason. Like I don't think a character being like bad for spectators watching the game is a good reason.
I agree.
Just like I feel like it was like a very short stint. People were like, oh, Puff is like Hungrybox like isn't in the game. Puff's not fun to watch. Like okay, like cool, we don't play for spectators like we never have really.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, like it's gonna hold back the competitive
The growth of a game, but like
yeah,
it's also objective too.
yeah.
I personally wouldn't want to watch Melee as much if like it was just like Fox, Falco, Marth, Sheik. Like I like the occasional like janky matchup, but I'm like, ooh, okay.
Yeah,
I actually think it makes it a better spectator experience.
Yeah.
Like it's not like every game is fucking ices. Like it's like something to talk about. Like even in a tournament, like two ices are playing dittos. Like you're watching with your friends. You're like, dude, this is so awful. Like why would you want to go to a tournament if like it's just like watching the same Fox dittos and like, oh, they're playing Fox again. Like you run out of things to talk about.
yeah, it would definitely get stale.
And this is sick. What's wrong with this?
I don't know if I would describe it as sick, but
No, it's sick. You're wrong.
cheating.
No. Let's go, Nana. Let's go.
All around, that was just bad. Let Nana live, got hit. No DS.
Alright, last one. I'm gonna take a break after this. I'll be down to play more like serious Sheik Fox later tonight. If you are still playing.
Yeah, I'll be around. That was actually like kind of why I wanted to play you. I mean, I'm fine. I'm fine doing just like messing around, but I had a lesson with Cody earlier.
Yeah.
Cheap stuff
Okay, we'll play real stuff soon.
and also Samus.
Ooh, you want Samus practice? Say no more. Fuck. Only I could cover that. No counterplay. Damn it.
Oh.
Come on! Ugh. Nope. Oh, that was not the combo I was looking for. Oh. Nice. I'll do one more. I'll do one more.
Versus Samus. Ready? Go!
Fuck.
No! Oh, that hurt. All right, one more. I love Samus. God damn it. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Wow, he's out of there. Oh my god.
Got a jet. What's that from?
I know got a blast from Nick
Yeah.
Jimmy Neutron, but it's not the same thing. Oh.
Maybe I made it up. Maybe it's not from it.
I think got a jet's a thing, but I don't remember from what. Nice.
Nice.
God damn it.
Kill Samus at 15. Ooh, that feels good.
It does feel good, doesn't it? Ooh, shit. No, okay, I can win this, hold on. Got him. No. Okay, one more. Last one. Tiebreaker, tiebreaker.
Samus, ready, go!
I gotta sweat. Wow, that hit me. Wow. Oh my god, he went out for it. Crazy. Okay.
Fuck. Get me out of here!
The pressure is insane. Oh, nice bait. Oh, haircut for the road. Fuck me. Let's go. No, I wave dashed away. Oh, ugh. Wait. Gotta win this. No. No! No! Such a fed shield drop. No, no, no. I played it so well too. Oh, God damn it. Alright, GG's. I'll be back later.
Yeah, sounds good.
Hopefully people are down to play Among Us tonight.